All right. Where did my PowerPoint go? Let's try this again. Oops. Okay. Share. Here we go. All right. Hello, Isaiah. Looks like Isaiah just joined us. All right. Does everybody see Cartoon Miss Sloan? Perfect. All right. So to start off, we are going to count. We're going to start with 15, and we are going to count up to the number 44. And we are going to count by ones. So let's count together. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. Very good. Next, we have our number of the day. Ernesto, what is our number of the day?
18.
18. And can you tell me, let's go back and let's look at 18. What is one more than 18?
17.
So 17 is one less. So if we say one more, we're going to add one, which means we're going to go up one. So what's one more?
20.
So here's 18. What's one more than 18?
21.
Do you see the 18 right here with the circle? Okay, so we're going to go up one. So let's count up one. 1. What's this number right here?
19.
19. Nice job, Ernesto. So one more than 18 is what?
19.
All right. And what's one less? If we go back one, what's one less?
17.
17. Perfect. Thank you, Ernesto. So one more is 19 and one less is 17. Kari, what is 10 more and 10 less? So let's look at 10 less first. So here's 18. What's 10 less than 18?
18.
What is it? So let's count. So if it's 10 less than 18, that means we're going to go back 10, right? So let's count back 10 from 18. We can count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what's 10 less? Let's count one more time. Okay, so here's 18. So let's count back 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What did I land on? 8. So what's 10 less than 18? 8. Very good. Thank you, Kari. And Sophia, what's 10 more than 18? If it's 10 more, that means we're going to go forward 10. So let's count forward 10, okay? So here's 18. 1, 2. So we're going to count forward from 18. Do you see the 18 with the circle?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's count forward 10 spaces. So count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what number did we land on?
10. No,
What number is this?
28.
28. So what's 10 more than 18?
28.
28. Thank you, Sophia. Nice job. So 10 more is 28, and 10 less is 8. Isaiah, is the number 18, do you remember if it's even or odd? So when we have a 2-digit number, which means there's 2 numbers in it, you can just look at the last number. So the number 8. Is the number 8 even or odd?
I don't know if it's even or odd.
Do you remember if it's even, it means we can cut it in half into 2 equal parts. Can we cut 8 in half into 2 equal parts?
Maybe.
Let's look at our calendar really quick. Okay, so here's the 18. Let me see if I can, let's see if I can highlight this. So, insert. Okay, let's see about this. So, hang tight for just a second. Phil, here we go.
Make it black?
I'm trying to make it so it's like kind of see-through. But I don't know if I can do that. Where am I shade? Let's try this. Okay.
I can't see it.
Nope. Transparency. Here we go. There we go. That's kind of what I wanted to do. All right. So this column, this column, this column, this column, and this column, all of the numbers that are highlighted, all of these numbers are even numbers. That means we can cut these numbers in half into 2 equal parts. So let me show you what I mean about that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You know, okay.
When you can't divide an odd number, you can only divide an even number.
Very good. You can divide an even number, but you can't divide an odd number into equal parts. So let me show you something else to see if that helps too. So I'm going to open up one more thing so I can help everybody out with this. So let's look at these blocks here. Does everybody see on one side of the screen the cubes?
Yeah, a little bit.
You can see a blue, red, and green cube?
Yeah.
Is it really little though? Okay, let me try this again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop sharing it. I'm gonna share. Okay, does everybody see the cubes now? Okay, perfect. So what's one number that's even? Give me a thumbs up if the number 1 is even. It's not. What about the number 2? Is the number 2 even? Yes. So let's look at what that means. So here I have 2 cubes, okay? If I cut these in half, so let's cut them in half. Now I have 2 equal groups. Do you see that? Okay. Let's look at the number 3 if I had 3 cubes. So let's say I had 3 cubes. Oh my goodness. Let's try this again. 2. Oh, I can't put them together. What is going on?
All I Roblox is I do. All I Roblox about you.
Okay, so here I have 3 cubes. Does everyone see my 3 cubes? Okay, if I try to cut my 3 cubes in half, I can't really cut them in half because then I don't have 2 equal parts. I either have a group of 1 and a group of 2, or I have 3 separate groups. But I can't cut them in half into 2 equal parts.
Yeah.
Do you know what 2 equal parts means?
Yeah. 2 equal parts mean, well, when you cut something in half, look.
Uh-huh. It's 2 of the same parts.
Yeah, but
So
but both sides have the same number, so it's fair sharing.
Very good. I'm gonna try to show you a different way because I'm having some trouble with that. So,
Okay.
so can everybody see my whiteboard here?
Yeah.
Okay. So, the even numbers are 2, 4,
6,
6,
8.
8, and then also 0 is also an even number.
What?
0, I know, isn't that weird? 0 is also an even number. So let's say I had two blocks. I can cut these 2 blocks in half, and then I have 1 on this side and 1 on this side, so they're equal. I have the same number of blocks on this side and the same number of blocks on this side. Okay, but let's say I had 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. Does everybody see my 3 blocks?
Yeah.
I can't, if I cut them in half here, they're not equal. There's only 1 block here and there's 2 blocks here. If I cut it in half over here, it's still not equal because now I have 2 over here and 1 over here. So this is not even. Let's look at.
You have to cut it down the middle.
Cut it down the middle. Yeah, exactly. So let's look at the number 4. Let's say I had 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is the middle. So let's cut it down the middle. Now I have 2 blocks on this side and I have 2 blocks on this side. So it's the same number on each side. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Give me a thumbs up if that's starting to make sense a little bit. Okay, Kari, I saw your hand was up. I just unmuted you, buddy.
Mama muted.
Did you have a question? No? Okay. So here's 2. Let's look and see the number 5. Okay, let's say I had 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I cut it down the middle, do I have 2 even sides?
No, 3 on the left and 2 on the right.
Exactly. I have 3 over here and 2 over here, so it's not the same on both sides. So this is not even. Okay. Number 6. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to cut it in half. Do I have the same number of blocks on each side? Very good. I have 3 over here and I have 3 over here, so it's the same. Okay. Let's look at 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's cut that in half. Is that even? Do I have the same number on each side? Nope, I've got 3 here and I have 4 here. So it's not the same on each side. So that's
Excuse me.
Yes?
I'm just gonna get Israel out of my mom's.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes I like to play games with them when I try to get him and I go, I'm gonna get you, Israel, I'm gonna get you, and he runs away. And when I get him, I'm like, I got you. And then he's
You're
just
such a
laughing.
good big brother, Isaiah. Do you like being a big brother?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's look at the number 8. So I'm going to draw 8 blocks. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hello, Yulisa. How are you? I'm so glad you joined us today. We're talking about even and odd numbers right now. All right, so I'm going to draw 8 cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so I'm going to cut these in half. Do I have the same number of blocks on both sides?
Yes.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. So it's 4 on this side and 4 on this side. So it's the same. All right. So 0 is kind of confusing because 0 means we don't have anything. But if we add a 0 at the end, so let's say we had 10. So we have a 0 at the end. So let's draw 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here I have 10. I'm going to cut it in half. And do I have the same number on each side?
I can't tell. Maybe I can't. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So is it an even number?
Mm,
Do I have the same number of cubes on both sides when I cut it in half?
yeah.
Yep, so 10 is an even number. And look, it has a 0 at the end of it. So that's why we say 0 is also an even number. So let's look at our chart again really quick. So, all right, does everybody see the hundreds chart?
Not yet.
No? Okay, let
Now
me try
I
it
can
again.
see it.
Oh, now you can, oh my goodness, now I took it away. Let me try it again.
You should have waited. It was loading.
I know I should have waited. I should have been more patient. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Okay, so all of the numbers that end with a 2 are even. All of the numbers that end with a 4 are even. All of the numbers that end with a 6 are even. All of the numbers that end with an 8 are even. And all of the numbers that end with a 0 are even. So Isaiah, let's go back to our number of the day really quick. Is our number even or odd? The number 18.
Even.
Even. And why is it even?
Because all the odd numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9, and all of the even numbers are 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10.
Nice. And what is special about even numbers? What can we do with them?
We can divide it.
We can divide it and cut it into 2 equal parts. Nice job, Isaiah. Thank you for helping me with that. Right. So now, since we can cut it in half because it's an even number, that means we can cut it into 2 equal parts. So if we cut 18 into 2 equal parts, what would we get?
I don't know.
Let's think of our doubles facts. What plus what equals 18?
I don't know.
Well, let's look.
Okay.
Can everybody see? Hold on, you probably can't see it just yet. Can everybody see my board again?
Yeah.
Okay, so our number is 18. We want to cut it in half so that we get 2 equal parts. So let's draw 18 squares. 1, 2, 3, that's a lot. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, I have 19 squares right here. I'm going to cut it in half. Okay, so I cut it in half. Let's count and see how many we have in each half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's count our other half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So what are our two equal halves?
9.
Very good. So if we add 9 plus 9, we get 18. If we cut 18 in half, we get 2 equal parts of 9.
Oh,
All right, nice job, everybody. Our next thing we are going to do is we are going to make 18 cents out of our coins. Before we do that though, let's do our money chant. Who wants to lead us on our money chant? Sophia, you want to lead us? All right, go ahead and unmute yourself. Well, I'm going to unmute everybody really quick. Everybody can unmute themselves, and Sophia's going to start us off with our money chant. Are you ready? All right, let's go. Pennies, pennies, nickels, dimes and quarters, pennies, nickels, dimes and quarters. Well, a penny is 1 and a nickel is 5. A dime is worth 10 and a quarter's 25. Pennies, nickels, dimes and quarters. Pennies, nickels, dimes and quarters. Nice job. Let's give Sophia a round of applause for volunteering to lead us. Thank you. All right. Who wants to help me with our first one? We're going to make 18 cents with pennies. So, Kari, how much is a penny worth?
1.
1. Very good. So how many pennies would we need to get to 18 cents?
I think I would say about 10.
Okay, so a penny is worth 1. So let's put 1 here. Okay, so we have 1 cent. I'm going to add 10 pennies and see how many cents we have. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's see how many cents we have, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Kari, if I have 10 pennies, I have 10 cents, right?
Uh-huh.
So if I want to make 18 cents, how many pennies would I need?
1 more.
Okay, let's add 1 more and see how much we have. So we added 1 more, so now we have 11 cents. How many more pennies do we need to add to get to 18? So let's count. Okay, so we're going to start with 11 because we have 11 pennies, and we're going to count up to 18. Can you count with me?
Yeah.
All right. So start on 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So how many more do I need?
27.
How many fingers do I have up? Are you counting, Kari?
Yeah.
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So how many more do I need?
7.
7. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. So now let's count and see how many pennies we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So how many pennies did I need to make 18 cents?
You need 18.
18. Nice job, Kari. Thank you for helping me out with that one. All right. Who wants to help me make 18 cents using nickels and pennies?
Yeah, she is. Getting on my nerves.
Let's see, Isaiah.
Huh?
How much is a nickel worth?
We have to change my screen.
You had to change it? Okay.
Yeah,
How much
because
is a nickel worth?
5 cents.
5 cents, okay. So how much money do I have right now?
5 cents.
Okay, how many more nickels do I need?
Maybe 3 more. And then we can add some pennies.
Okay, so here I have 3 nickels. How many cents do I have so far?
Her milk. Where's her milk?
5, 10, 15.
Okay, how many pennies do I need to add?
Maybe let's try 3 pennies.
3, okay, let's add 3 pennies. Okay, so I have 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. Nice job, Isaiah. Thank you for helping me with that. All right, for our last one, we are going to use a dime, a nickel, and some pennies. Who wants to help me with that one? Sophia? Oops, sorry, I just muted you. Can you unmute yourself? Sorry about that. How many nickels would I need? Or sorry, how many dimes? How much is a dime worth? Can you remind me?
A dime is 10.
10, okay. So how many cents do I have right here?
1.
So I have 1 dime, but a dime is worth 10 cents. So how many cents do I have?
It's a dime and it's 10 cents and there's 1 dime. How many is there?
How much is a dime worth, Sophia?
10.
Okay, so here, a dime is worth 10. So how many cents do I have right now? I have 1 dime, and 1 dime is worth how much?
1.
1 dime is worth 10 cents. So right now I have 10 cents. Let's add a nickel, Sophia. How much is a nickel worth? You remember how much a nickel is worth? Let's do our chant. Pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters. Well, a penny is 1, and a nickel is
5.
5. Very good. So I have 1 nickel. So how many cents is a nickel worth?
5.
5. Okay, so I have 1 dime and I have 1 nickel. So I have 10 cents plus 5 cents. So how many cents do I have altogether if I add 10 plus 5?
10 plus 5.
Okay, I have 10 and then put another 5. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
15.
15. So we're going to start on 10. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we have 15 cents, but I want to get to 18 cents. So how many pennies do I need to add? So I have 15. Let's add 1 penny. Now I have 16. Let's add another penny. How much do I have?
17.
17. Let's add 1 more penny. How much do I have?
18.
18. So we needed 1 dime, 1 nickel, and 3 pennies to make 18 cents. All right. Thank you for helping me with that, Sophia.
Miss Long? Miss Long.
Yes.
Was she saying, Mama?
Let's see. Who is asking for me? Oh, Sebastian. Hi, Sebastian.
We didn't make it at the
Oh, are you at the store right now?
only because. Mhm.
Okay. Are you looking for the house for Crystal?
What?
Are you looking for a birdhouse for Crystal?
No.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. So before we get into our lesson, we're gonna do a quick stretch break.
That's better.
So we're gonna do 8 jumping jacks, 5 toe touches, and 4 breaths. Okay? Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now we're gonna do 5 toe touches. 1, 2,
No,
3,
we're at the store
4,
again.
5. All right, and now we're gonna do 4 big breaths, okay? So close your eyes and pretend like you're blowing up a balloon. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. Nice job. All right. So for today's lesson, our objective or our goal for what we want to learn is I will be able to identify the time on a clock by reading the hour hand and the minute hand. So we're going to be talking about clocks today. Who can volunteer and help me tell the time on this clock? Let's see. I saw Isaiah's hand go up. Isaiah?
Um, 6 o'clock.
And how did you know it was 6 o'clock?
Because the minute hand is pointing at 6 and the hour hand is pointing to 12.
Which hand is the minute hand?
The short hand.
The short hand. Okay, so here we have the short hand, and that's pointing to the 6. And then you said the long hand tells us what?
The hour, and when the big hand is at the 12, it's 0 hour.
0. Okay, so the long hand or the big hand tells us the minute, and it's on the 12, so we're at 0. And the hour hand, which is the little hand, is on the 6. So we know the hour is 6. So it is 6 o'clock. Thank you, Isaiah. Who can help me with this one? Vita?
$10.
10 o'clock. And how did you know it was 10 o'clock?
Because the little arrow is pointing to the 10.
Okay, so the little one's pointing to the 10. And what's the big hand pointing at?
The 20. 21.
12.
12.
You were close. You just reversed those two, but you were close. The 12. So that means the minute is on the 0. All right. Very good. Thank you,
Can I
Vita.
move?
All right. Now we're going to practice telling time with our clock. So I need to share my screen again. Can everybody see? Hold on. Let me pull up the clock. Can everybody see the clock? Now you can see it? Okay, perfect. All right. So this whole, the round part right here, this whole part is called the face, the clock face. Then like Isaiah and Vita told us, this little hand here, the little short one tells us the hour, and the big long hand tells us the minute. So let's explore the clock a little bit. I'm gonna go, so it's 12 o'clock. There we go. So if we look around the clock, we see some numbers. We see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So give me a thumbs up if you see those numbers 1 through 12. What do you notice? What else do you notice on our clock? Do you see some things kind of in between the numbers? Okay. How many little lines do you see in between each number? Ernesto, do you want to help me with this one? Is it letting you unmute yourself, Ernesto? There we go. All right, Ernesto. So let's count how many lines are in between each of these numbers. So let's start on 12 and count. So we got 1,
1,
2,
3, 4, 5.
5.
6.
Very good. So in between 12 and 1, we have 5 little notches. So when we're talking about the minutes, and Ernesto, which hand is the minute hand, the short hand or the long hand?
The long hand.
The long hand. So when we're talking about the minutes, we count up by 5. So let's count up by 5s. So we're going to start with the 12 and go around the clock. So we have 5. Do you see the minute change to 5 over here? Okay, let's go to the 2. So 5, 10. Ooh, there we go. So when it's on the 2, we count up by 5s. 5, 10. So the minute changed to 10. Let's see. So if our minute hand is on the 5, can you tell me, can you count up, starting at the 12, can you count up by 5s and tell me what minute it is?
No.
Let's see, who wants to help me with this one? Sebastian? So let's start on the 12 and count up by 5s, okay? 5,
5.
10, 15, 20, 25.
5.
So when the long minute hand is on the 5, what minute are we on?
25.
25, very good. So when we're counting the minutes, we go up by 5. So we count up by 5s on these hands. All right. Thank you, Sebastian. So I'm going to give everybody a chance to look at the clock and tell me what time it is on our clock. So I'm going to have, let me fix it really quick. Oh my goodness. All right. So Sophia, I'm going to have you go first, okay? Can you tell me what time it is?
12.
What hand, do you see the shorthand?
Yeah.
What number is the shorthand pointing at?
2.
2. So what hour is it?
12.
The shorthand tells us the hour. So if the shorthand is pointing at the 2, what hour is it?
2.
2. And then our longhand, what number is our longhand pointing at?
12.
Okay, so that tells us the minute. And when the longhand is on the 12, that means our minute, we write 0, 0. So our hour is 2, the minute is 0. So it's 2 o'clock. Can you say 2 o'clock?
2 o'clock.
All right, so what time is it?
2 o'clock.
Very good. Thank you, Sophia. All right. Isaiah. What time is it? And I'm going to cover up because I just realized it's showing you the digital time. So let me try this again. All right, Isaiah, what time is it? Oh my goodness.
9 o'clock a.m.
9 o'clock a.m. All right, I wanted to do it without showing you the digital clock. So let me do one real quick. Okay. Another one. All right, what time is it? Oh my goodness, I keep showing you I'm trying not to show you this block here, but I don't know how to do that.
Well, I can tell time on Mom's phone.
You can't, well, and does it look like this, like the digital?
No, here, it's like this.
Does it look like the round clock or the square clock?
Tomorrow I'm gonna draw a picture to show you.
Okay.
I'll tell you.
Okay. That sounds good.
It shows, it's just like the game Piggy. Someone turned the game. I want to tell you just one quick thing.
Okay.
Mom buy me the game Piggy, and you can buy new skins, and I buy Little Brother.
Oh my goodness.
But
That sounds like fun.
I'll tell you my favorite Piggy. I never saw. I'm gonna tell you the 2 new Piggies. Budgie and Ghosty.
Oh.
And when it's infection, you turn into Piggy.
Okay.
But when it's traded, you never see who got selected. It's just a secret. But if you're the trader, you still get killed by Piggy.
Oh my goodness. Well, you know what, Isaiah? I want to hear more about this, but we have to make sure everybody gets a turn on the clock. So if we finish up early, you can tell me all about your game, okay? Because it sounds really interesting. All right, thank you, Isaiah. Kari, can you tell me what time it is?
5 o'clock p.m.
So this says 5 a.m. here, but I want, how do you know it's 5 o'clock?
I'm looking at the digital clock.
So I want you to read the analog clock, so the circle clock. How do you know it's 5 o'clock on the circle clock?
The little hand is on 5.
And the big hand is where?
On 12.
12. Awesome job, Kari. Thank you. Yulisa, can you tell me what time it is on the round clock, the round analog clock?
Right here, this clock right here. What is the little hand pointing to?
11.
Okay, so what time is it?
11.
Tell your teacher.
11.
11 o'clock. And how did you know that? What's the little hand pointing at?
11.
And what does the little hand tell us?
What is
Does the little hand tell us the hour or the minute?
Hour.
The hour. And what does the long hand tell us?
A minute.
The minute. All right. Very good, Yulisa. Thank you. All right. Is there anyone I didn't call on yet to help me with the clock? Oh, Vita. All right, Vita. Can you look at the analog, the circle clock, and tell me what time it is?
5 minutes. Can my brother say something?
Well, 1 second. So it's not 5 minutes, but you're close. You're on the right track that the little hand is pointing to the 5. But what does the little hand tell us?
Little hand, the little hand, little hand, 5.
And does it tell us the
'cause it
hour
keeps
or the
calling
minute?
me.
Does little
Hour.
hand tell us hour or the minute?
Minute.
The little hand tells us the hour. So the hour is 5, and what hand is
I love that
tells
one.
us the minute? The
You
long
need to
hand or the
stir
short
it.
hand?
Sugar at the huh?
What the long hand? What does that tell us? Minute or hour?
Hour.
The long hand tells us the minute, and the short hand tells us the hour.
And a half.
So we
Hour
know
and
that
a
the
half.
short hand is pointing at what number?
The long hand or the short hand?
The short hand.
The short hand. Short hand. 5.
5. Okay, so the hour is 5, and the minute is what?
Long.
And what's it pointing at?
The 12.
Okay, so we know it's 5 o'clock. Can you say 5 o'clock?
5 o'clock.
All right, very good. Thank you, Vita. Right. So we're gonna go look at our packet really quick. So if you have your homework packet with you, let me share my screen. Okay, so if you have it with you, you can open up to page 27. So on the bottom, it'll say 27. If you don't have it with you right now, that's okay. You can just follow along. But if you do, we're gonna open up to 27. And then give me a thumbs up when you're there. Isaiah, do you have a question or are you just telling me you're there? Thank you, Sophia.
I need to tell you a question.
What's your question?
I'm in my room, mom's room, so I have a new coloring. I used to have a coloring book. Light blue and whites were like this, but I lost it. So I found the red one. I looked in a colorful one that had lots of hexagons on it.
Okay.
I mean, well, I forgot the shape. Well, it was just colorful. All the shapes were like colorful though, and well, I saw writing.
Okay.
And I saw writing. So I just put it back, and I found a blue one. But I looked in it, but well, it didn't have drawing. But I gave it to Lila, but I found a red one, and I went around the house. And I ran around the house to see what I can color.
Okay.
Can I tell you all the things I colored?
How about you tell me after this, okay? Because we only have 5 minutes left and I have to still get through the rest of my lesson. But at the end, when we're done with the lesson, I want to hear all about it. Does that sound good?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Isaiah.
Even the game.
Okay. Yeah. Tell me about that too afterwards, okay? All right. So if everybody is open up to this page here. Not this page. Does everybody see page 27? On the top it says 3A. Give me a thumbs up if you can see that. Okay, perfect. So the first thing we always do on the top of our paper, so do you see right here where it says name? The first thing we always have to do is we need to write our name because that's the most important thing so that I know whose paper it is. So I'm gonna write my name up here. Miss Sloan. Let me make this a little bit smaller though, because it's kind of big right now. There we go. Miss Sloan. And today's date is, well, we did that this morning. I don't know if you remember because it was this morning, but today's date is, the day is Tuesday. You don't have to write Tuesday when you do the date. You just have to write, actually, we haven't talked about this yet. So let's hold on. Don't write the date because we're going to talk about this a little bit later. So skip that. Next, we have number 1. Use the class birthday graph to answer these questions. Well, we don't have a class birthday graph. We need one, don't we? So let me pull one up so we can answer this. All right, can everybody see? Does everybody see the blue graph that says our birthday graph? Okay, so our question said to use the birthday graph to answer the question. So let's go back to our question here. It says, how many children have birthdays in August? Okay, so we have to first, here's our graph. We have to look on the bottom. Who can tell me what they see on the bottom? What are all of these words here? Kari?
The candles. Oh, their names.
Do you see it says January, February, March? So what does the bottom tell us?
Tells us what date it is.
Close. So it's not the day, it's the month. So what does the bottom line tell us? Kari, what does the bottom tell us? This bottom half here?
It tells us the number.
So the bottom tells us the month. Okay? Very good, Kari. Thank you. So the bottom tells us the month. And then if we look on each month, it tells us how many children have birthdays in that month. So what month are we supposed to be looking for on our homework? Does anyone have their packet open? So it says, how many children have birthdays in August? Okay, so we need to look for August. So we have January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, okay? So here's August. How many people have their birthdays in the month of August? Can you tell me how many squares are in this column? Show me with your fingers. See one person. 2 people are showing me. 3 people are showing me. So here's August. How many squares are in the month of August? Very good. Just 1. So we only have 1 birthday in the month of August. So let's go back to our homework here and we're going to write the number 1. Next, it's asking us how many people have birthdays in September. So let's go back to our chart and we're going to look for the month of September. So we know September comes after August. So here's August, what we just looked at. Here's the month of September. How many people have birthdays in September? How many boxes do you see there? Show me with your finger. So here's September and here's our boxes. How many do we have? All right, I see some people with 1 and some people with 2. So let's count together. So we have 1, 2. So we've got 2 people with birthdays in September. So over here, we're gonna write the number 2. Our next question asks us, what number is 1 less than 13? Who can help me out with this one? 1 less than 13. Sebastian, what's 1 less than 13?
3.
So so let's count back. We're starting on 13, and when we say 1 less, that means we're taking 1 away. So if we go back, let's see if I have my number chart here. All right, here's 13. If we go back 1, what number is this?
12.
12, very good. So what's 1 less than 13?
12.
12, very good. All right, thank you, Sebastian. Who can help me with this next one? What number is 1 more than 20? Kari? Sorry, Vita, what's 1 more than 20?
12.
22.
Close, let's count. 20, 21.
22.
So 1 more than 20 is
21.
21, very good. All right, thank you, Vita. Now you're gonna count from 1 to 20, and you're gonna write the numbers on here. I'm gonna let you all do that on your own, but I'll show you what you're doing. So you're starting with 1, and you're gonna go all the way up to 20. So you have to count up. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. You're gonna write the numbers there. Then here on number 4, you're gonna look at the clock over here, the analog clock, which is in the shape of a circle, and you're gonna look and see what time it is. So we have the shorthand, which tells us the hour, and we have the longhand, which tells us the minute. Once you figure out the time, you're gonna write that time in here. So the hour goes right here, and the minutes go right here. All right, and I just noticed we're past our time, so I gotta let you all go. Does anyone have any questions for me before we go? I know Isaiah's still gonna tell me about his game and the coloring book, but does anyone have any questions for me? Before we go?
I do.
Okay, what's your question?
So, I have 3 dogs and 1 mat. When are we gonna do this page?
So I just showed you what to do with it right now. So now you can work on that on your own for your homework.
But when are we gonna do on this page?
So the next page after that, we'll look at that tomorrow.
Okay. But like when at 1?
Tomorrow, yeah, the math will do that at 1 again tomorrow.
Okay. Bye.
All right, bye Vita. Bye Elisa. All right, Isaiah, tell me all about your game and your coloring book.
I'll tell you every single piggy.
Okay.
Penny, little brother, Sheepy, Grandma, Torture, Ghosty, Budgie, Zizzy, Pony,
Someone logged off. See.
Angel. Everyone can set traps, but the child playing traps. And when someone says it, when any piggy puts a child playing trap upstairs and then sets it
Whoa, we're going
downstairs to the kitchen door, when one of the players gets in there,